Okay, so we're doing another Dizzy Diamonds.
Couldn't be happier. Love that stuff.
Yeah, they're usually always pretty good. And these are ones I pulled out of Dizzy's collection, so he doesn't really know what we're looking at. And we aren't really sure if we're actually looking at a diamond, because it's usually stuff I'm not familiar with, and so I'm trying to find out about a certain group. So here's our first one, Clifford Coulter, East Side, San Jose, on Impulse. I like this a lot because of the cover. The cover was just like, oh yeah, old Taco Bell with a 1950s car there, and or maybe early 60s, but it just it kind of spoke to me. So who's Clifford Coulter?
Well, he only had 3 albums, and this was his first album. And he's in the genres of blues and soul and funk and that sort of thing. And this reminds me a lot of Eddie Harris, Jimmy McGriff, and that type of genre, you know.
And so he's a sax man. Or no, but I don't know. I've seen all these different.
Yeah, I think he plays multiple instruments. Yeah.
Okay.
So we might have jumped a little bit too much there.
Vocals, piano, Fender, Rhodes electric piano, Hammond organ. So that's all Clifford Coulter. So yeah, he's vocal, pianos, and Hammond organ. And he had John Turk on trumpet, on guitar, and on trumpet he had Cornelius Bumpus.
Wow.
Now Cornelius Bumpus, wasn't he in Doobie Brothers?
He was.
Okay.
And San Jose was his home base too.
Okay. All right. That's about the only ones that pop out to me. But it's kind of I think it's, like I said, cool.
I've looked him up, and you know what? It's the type of guy that if you look him up, there's so little information about him. He had 3 records which didn't sell that well, and so there's very little information about him.
But
I like the record though, especially this East Side San Jose is a really good track.
Okay, I'll maybe get the chance to check it out at some point.
Well, it could cost you, you know. I was thinking of getting some of that Love Supreme by Coltrane records from you. Maybe ballads as well from Coltrane.
Yeah,
I'm sure
you aren't too picky. I see. No. Okay, next up we have Eric Close together with Barry Miles, and I think you better tell me about him, because I think Barry Miles. I think of blues for some reason, but
no. Well, Barry Miles is more in your fusion music, experimental and this and that.
Okay.
And Eric Kloss, he's a blind performer who was playing as early as 16, high school, yet had a record.
Yeah, that's pretty
good.
Pretty good.
And he's mostly had a career of being in famous other people's bands, not so much going out and having the responsibility of paying for a group and getting them around the country and in the clubs and having a manager and all that. He would be in famous bands that played. And he got into the college professorship in music.
Well, a lot of musicians do have a gig that's you can have maybe some 401k going or something that can pay the bills besides a quick summer tour, or waiting for the royalties of an album to come out.
Eric was even lucky; he got to be for a while in the series Sesame Street, the children's series, talking about music.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So,
yeah.
There's a story there.
Yeah. And Barry Miles, he's done a few other things.
Barry Miles, if you get a Barry Miles record, look for extended pieces of music that will be like a symphony, in which it gets maybe real calm, beautiful. You think you're in a ballad, and all of a sudden it goes frantic on you.
Oh, wow.
Kind of all of a sudden he's Coltrane.
Gotcha. Okay. Here's one. I always like Johnny Hodges, and he was mostly with Duke Ellington, if I recall right.
That's right. Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
So here he is on Verve, and also arranged and conducted by Oliver Nelson.
So this is a quality recording right there.
Right,
You know
right.
this is a quality recording. And Johnny Hodges sometimes would, when he was offered to play on certain record labels, would not be and I don't want to call them budgets, but they weren't Crown or your TV series type deal, but they were not big productions. They were not well produced. This is Johnny Hodges given all the attention and love that he deserved.
Right. Well, and with that
Great
arranger-
liner notes. It looks like this
Yep.
is an album to seek out.
Sure.
Maybe we'll show that again.
The 11th hour.
I'm sure this gets 5 stars or close to it on Discogs and this and that.
Sure,
And
sure.
There's probably a lot of demand for that record.
I didn't know Discogs gave out stars or something.
I think they do. Yeah, it's on the side there, but it's from 1 to 5, and
pay
you
more
yourself
attention.
can
I pay more
can put in a rating, and they'll add it to it.
I see. Here in Pablo Live. So this is Norm Grand's record.
After he left Verve, he was
Right after he left Verve, right?
He formed his own label,
thing, and all
this
the
is
artists
it.
came along with him.
That's right.
And here he is. He's got Milt Jackson at the Kosia Nenkin.
So it must have been in Tokyo, probably.
I have a feeling you're right.
Right, yeah.
I hate when I have that feeling.
Yeah,
but,
we'll just go with that. If we're wrong, then we'll just live with it. Oh, it's
Yeah,
a
right.
double record.
double record. And it looks like he's got maybe Modern Jazz Quartet guy on vibes there. Here, I'll let you guys look at it.
I don't see it. Oh yeah, with Milt Jackson. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
I called it. Killer Joe, Get Happy, All Blues by Miles Davis. St. Thomas.
Well, this is Milt Jackson's record, so of course he's on. But he doesn't have any of the other modern jazz quartet members.
No, he's got Milt Jackson, Ray Brown, Teddy Edwards on tenor sax, Cedar Walton, and Billy Higgins on drums. So that's the group here. But and the liner notes are by Benny Green, which is kind of cool. So nice, another nice package. Well, before we were rudely interrupted there, we were on this record, and Milt Jackson, and we were talking about Benny Green had the liner notes here, and Norman Granz did the design and layout of the record. I guess just pulling out a few different pictures, but still, that's he's in complete control.
He
And
probably did that on all the Pablo.
Pablo
records.
probably did. A lot of them do have a
photograph.
just a photograph and a header. And what were you saying about Benny Green?
Well, he has his own group. He's still alive. He's still out there working. He's a jazz pianist and works with the bass and drums, and he hasn't broken through as far as main big act that's out there. But he's been touring for a long, long time.
Oh yeah, I've heard of him for sure. And then Milt Jackson we were talking about. Now here we are with the Modern Jazz Quartet, which Milt Jackson had been a original member at one point, but he only was with it. What you were saying about a couple of years?
No, you're mixing two people up.
Am I?
Ray Brown.
Ray Brown
Ray Brown
had been with him.
was with him from 1946 to 1948.
Oh, okay.
And our buddy here, Milt Jackson, he was from the start to the finish,
Okay. I'm
which
sorry.
would put him in there for a nice 40-some years.
Yeah, with Percy Heath and I'm not forgetting the other guys, John Lewis and Connie Kay. At least on this one, I think there was definitely some substitutions throughout the years, but I always enjoyed Modern Jazz Quartet. The vibraphonist always kinds of pops out to me a little bit on these records.
Well, I've always enjoyed vibe players.
Yeah, me
Gary
too.
Burton and Milt Jackson and Terry Gibbs. There's a lot of good vibists out there.
Right. And then we got Wes Montgomery, and I think I knew this record, but I just like Wes Montgomery. I mean, I think we were talking about him a little bit when we were talking about George Benson, but there's just his guitar playing was so nice, so smooth, and so interesting, and yeah, I just enjoy all these. All of these.
I got a
records.
feeling that this is a different.
Wes Montgomery.
No. But what's on Verb?
It's on Verve.
Verb,
Creed,
okay.
Creed
this-
Taylor
So,
produced,
uh-huh.
and there he is, playing his guitar.
Well, he was
California
originally
Dreaming.
on Prestige.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So that's where.
So this is his work after, and then I believe he went to CTI, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure on that.
Yeah,
That makes sense though,
yeah.
because here's Creed Taylor here. Now he didn't live that long, did he? I mean, wasn't he another guy that?
Well, you're right. I would say he lived into his 50s.
Right.
Right.
Arranged and conducted by Don Sebesky. That's interesting because I like a lot of Don Sebesky stuff.
Who also went over to CTI.
Yeah. So a lot of the titles here, California Dreamin', are
But
just
he
kind of,
went into that with Creed Taylor. He did the whole album of just Beatle tunes. He had quite a bit of where he was recording rock popular songs. I think he did White
mean-
Rabbit even.
Wes Montgomery did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Interesting. Yeah, well, it's always a common thing to do with any artist. To let's go into a bit of the songbook of the day.
If I get that White Rabbit wrong, I want all of you to let me know. Okay? Because I must say I took a flyer on that. Because there's a lot of cobwebs up here,
Oh, it'll be fun to beat him down. Come on,
wouldn't
guys.
it? Come on. Be sure
Look it up.
Be sure to look it up and tell me I'm wrong.
Sonny Stitt and Art Blakey, Jazz Messengers. In Walked Sonny.
This is a famous album. In Walks Sonny, man. This is oh boy.
This is Giants of Jazz, and this has Blues March. It might as well be spring. Bird-like. I can't get started. And circled as Ronnie's a dynamite lady. Ronnie's a dynamite lady. And I don't know who if this was maybe got from a DJ copy or something. In Walked Sonny is the final tune on here.
Now
This is
you know
75.
This sonnet. I'm not familiar with that as a jazz label. Are you familiar with Sonnet Records?
No.
I wonder. It's probably an offshoot of somebody else's record label because I don't remember Sonnet.
No, you're making me curious now. SNTF 691 stereo. That Sonnet is the label.
Colorful label too.
But
We'll have to research that.
it
In
does,
fact, of our vinyl enthusiasts out there in jazz
Can tell us.
newsnicks, please let us know. What do you know about Sonnet Records?
yeah, that'd be interesting.
Giants of Jazz series.
Yeah. What do we have? Mighty Mongo Santa Maria.
Oh, this has to be on Pacific Jazz.
Yeah, Fantasy LP.
Oh, Fantasy. Yeah, he was on Fantasy. Yeah.
Okay. Although I'm gonna look at the actual vinyl because I'm like, yeah, Fantasy. This looks like a later.
Yeah,
thing
because
too.
now it's on Milestone, right?
No, well nowadays maybe yeah, but this even
Oh,
this
it is a fantasy
It
record,
does say
yeah.
fantasy, but the label looks like a later version.
Yes,
of
it
fantasy.
sure does.
To me, a little I know about that,
Yeah.
but looks like we got a little Latin going on here, which is always both of our alley. To hear a little Latin from a
Though
jazz thing. But he is, yeah.
It has some Latin songs on here. It's got
Bacosa, so Buchenga.
but then
Then
tenderly.
tenderly, Sabor, all the things you are. And then we have another Discarga at the Blackhawk.
Blackhawk.
I'm sorry, Blackhawk.
That's a jazz club in San
Right,
Francisco.
right,
that was
right.
very popular. And famous.
Okay.
That's
So-
in North Beach. It was in North Beach, the Italian neighborhood of
I
San Francisco.
guess he played with Cal Jader for a while. So, I like a lot of his tunes. I'm trying to think of.
Watermelon Man.
There we go. That is.
Look at that.
You read my
Here
mind.
I'm talking
Thanks.
about how the cobwebs blanking out a
Bam.
lot.
There it is.
Come up with it.
Bring it right on out. Lou Rawls, here's another, I think, somewhat underappreciated artist. I went to go see him at Parker's at some point toward the end of his career, and he did a lot of dates. But when he got together with like Les McCann, and this one is with Les McCann, but he's got one, the Bone. Don't forget the bones, or leave the bones for Henry. Something like, don't forget to leave the bones for Henry. Something like that. That song's really, really cool. I like it, and I have a feeling this is another solid sender. What's your thoughts on this one?
Well, he kind of like Joe Williams. They're just so smooth. Johnny Hartman, you just hear that velvet voice, and it's with so little effort. It's just like, hey, I got it, cool, baby.
So cool. He's a natural man.
Natural man. And the tailored suits.
Yeah.
Joe Williams the same way. Johnny Hartman.
Yeah.
You almost expect him to go, hey, babe.
Yeah, well, he was. I remember he did like an award show, and his voice was not in good shape that day for, I don't know what, he had a cold or whatever, and so it was even gravelier than usual. And but being a trooper, he just went out and did his thing, and when you do all the dates that some of these artists did back then, where they just go, it's surprising that they don't run to that more often. But it is tough when that was right at the top of his
This
career.
is the earlier records.
Yes.
And the earlier records that kind of had a Kansas City influence, and I think they even say Kansas City on the album titles. But anyway, that was that genre of music out of Kansas City. And so if you had popular songs out of Kansas City, you could expect him to record them.
Yeah, but anyway, Les McCann, another fine artist throughout the years. And final in this Dizzy Diamonds, the Latin side of Vince Guaraldi, Trio and Strings. Now, this guy was known to do all the Peanuts cartoons, but his other work is great too. And here he's doing a little Latin flavored thing with Trio and Strings. And be fun. What a character. Look at this guy. Smoking his cigarette and has this interesting mustache and glasses. But
He wrote a very, did he write Catch the Wind or something? He wrote a very, very big hit jazz.
is that on Black Orpheus or
Well,
something?
that is, but that wasn't his album.
Oh, okay.
We'll have to.
What?
This is a chance for our jazz fanatics to get in there.
Get in there.
And he wrote something and recorded it and made it, that you get on the Billboard Hot 100 or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like,
Like Mongo Santa Maria's Watermelon Man got
yeah.
on the Hot
Right,
100.
right.
And I want to say Catch the Wind or something.
Catch the Wind. That sounds right.
I don't think that's quite it, but
It's either that, him, or Donovan. One of them.
yeah. Boy, now rub it in. He's working me.
All right, so that's the end of this one. And Champ out.
Dizzy hates to go out when he doesn't know if he's got an answer to Vince Guaraldi's song.
It's tough. It is tough. We hate to stumble on something and just not have the answer.
Well, I should know it because, I saw Vince Guaraldi many times because I was living in San Francisco when he was really popular. And the clubs at the time, like the Both And, I probably paid a cover charge to see Miles and Monk and people like that at $20. But when I walked in, I almost felt like, was this used to be a barbershop? Was this a hair salon? I mean, it's so darn small,
Right.
And then the patrons are just like having a party, and they're not listening to the music at all. And it kind of like defeated my whole purpose for coming in to see these jazz greats, because in my mind, I'm like, if you recorded this, I'd hear this guy next to me who's like obnoxious and
Right.
Well,
I've heard some of the records like that. I remember listening to, I think maybe a Count Basie record or something, where you can hear the people,
Glass of
cutting their food,
tinkling
tinkling in the background.
Oh
Just
God,
like,
yes.
But anyway, we
So
digress.
Dizzy's out of here, but hey, thanks to all you that watch our our little show. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. All right.